The appropriate attitudes are integrity, contentment, accepting the discomfort of not being self-indulgent, and self-study in the light of the true self. This is the second limb of the 8 limbs of yoga. The first one is yama, and this is niyama. In crude terms, the first limb is about what we don't do, and the second limb is about what we do. The first one is about restraints, and the second is about observances. But this is far too mechanical and not really getting in touch with the true spirit of it. The first one's really not about indulging ourselves, not indulging our tendencies towards comfort, or not being dominated by them. And you can't just do that. In order to do that, in order to not indulge ourselves, we have to change our attitudes. We actually really have to feel that this is how we want to go. If you're a smoker and you want to give up smoking, or if you're obese and you want to lose weight through dieting, it's not just a question of stopping eating or stopping smoking. There has to be a very deep change in attitude. You have to feel that you want to stop smoking or you want to lose weight. So much so that you're actually going to change your behaviour. So you can't simply just want to change your behaviour. There has to be an almost alchemical change. There has to be something akin to a conversion going on inside you. Like a religious conversion or a spiritual conversion going on inside you. The parameters by which you operate, by which you relate to the world, have to change. This is what I call the appropriate attitudes, which is niyama in Sanskrit. And this is what we have to look at. And the first thing we need is honesty, integrity. We have to have a sense of that, a sense that we are doing the right thing, and that in itself gives us strength. I know somebody who announced that she was giving up smoking, and she started counting every day she wasn't smoking. What she was really doing was seeing how far she could go between cigarettes. I think she really knew she wasn't going to give up smoking. So when you have an intention to not be self-indulgent, there has to be a sense of integrity about that. There's no loopholes in your decision. There's no get-out clause. Your intention is pure. And in order for that to be so, there has to be contentment. You have to be happy in your choice. Happy that you're no longer looking to indulge yourself in certain ways. And there's going to be discomfort. These are the challenging times. If you give up smoking, there might be times where you think, oh, this isn't so bad. I can do this. But then there'll be a crunch point. The discomfort will kick in. I'm dieting at the moment. I'm not following any particular diet. I'm just stopping comfort eating, which most of the time isn't too bad, but there's a certain point in the evening where it kicks in mightily and it's very uncomfortable. This is tapas. This is the fire of not indulging. This is your cold turkey, and you remember your resolve and get satisfaction from that. Contentment. You know what you're doing. You're not going to give in to that horrible nagging drag. And you look deeper into yourself. Understand that this is something that is pulling you away from yourself, and you want to be in yourself at the deepest level. So you're studying yourself, you're studying these tendencies to indulge yourself, to indulge your moods. But you can also look to the higher self. And if you really feel that you're up against it, then look back to book 1, the section I call Doing and Surrender. It's video 17 onwards. And Sutra 23, where you've got the choice of giving everything up to the Supreme Identity. This is one of the attitudes you can do. You can look deeper into the situation, look into the Supreme Identity, give yourself up to it. So, Sutra 32, the niyama, which is sometimes described as observances, is really about having the appropriate attitude to all the difficulties that are going to arise.